Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new on here, hello, my name is Gloria. So today I'm going to be doing a general spread. So let's see what spirit has in store for the collective. Keep in mind it is general, so it may or may not resonate. All right, let's get into it. What is showing up for the collective? Okay. There we go. Ace of Pentacles. That's a good way to start. Okay. Wow. Chariot. Wow. 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 Okay. Wrap it up then. Here. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Chariot and we have the Pentacles. Wow. Some of you, straight up the bat, what I am getting, I feel like there's going to be an opportunity coming into your life. This has to do with something practical. So it could be a new job coming into your life. It could be a new opportunity. It could be a new venture that is coming in. This is something that is going to be very abundant. That's the energy that I'm getting. Extremely abundant, extremely, it's going to almost put you in a path of your true strength. And that's kind of what I'm getting here with the Chariot, where you are going to be breaking a lot of obstacles. So for some of you, maybe who have been in a state where of uncertainty, unsurety, whatever the case is, I feel like there's an opportunity that's going to come in and break that. You're going to be in your power when this opportunity comes in. I see regal energy. I see very powerful and extremely wealthy energy that is going to come in. I don't know what this is about, collective, but it is massive. Because what you're walking into is the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles does talk about legacy. However, we need to understand also that the Pentacle energy is very slow moving, and the Ten of Pentacles talks about legacy. So it's okay. I wanted to say it's not going to be instant success, but I am getting it is instant. Normally, I wouldn't say the Ten of Pentacles is an overnight thing. This is normally gradually building through your own legacy, building through your own, accomplishments, picking this, picking that, and creating a whole legacy. But I am getting that it is an energy that somehow can be instant, because the Chariot is almost fast moving energy here. So there is an opportunity that I'm getting that took some time. It took a while. I'm getting hidden in plain sight. So maybe it was something that was there, but you weren't grabbing towards it. It's going to come in. You're going to go for it full throttle. So you're going to be very assertive in this direction that you're going to be heading towards. Very, I'm getting this energy of... deluded confidence. It's almost like you're extremely confident to the point that you truly believe in yourself and what you're going to attain, and that is what is going to break these obstacles, these limitations, which one of them is fear, is what I'm getting. And this success has been waiting for you on the other side. Okay, I'm getting it's been waiting for you to tap into this energy of the Chariot. Because like I mentioned, it's been waiting. So, and that's even what I'm getting with this Ten of Pentacles. You can even see the rats here. So this has been sitting there for quite some time, waiting for you to finally break free, break yourself off from certain energy, certain limitations, certain energy, certain people is also another thing that I'm getting. And I feel like you're stepping into your true essence, your true power, which is very confident, very sure in yourself. Someone who doesn't compromise, they not even compromising in that essence, but someone who knows what it is that they want and they go for it unapologetically. And I think because of this energy, you're going to be heading to something that has been waiting for you. So let's see what this Ten of Pentacles is. Be careful also, because I feel like with this Ten of Pentacles, there's going to be rats rats, because I'm getting rats, like kind of energies around you that would want to get a piece of that. So you need to be mindful of that. Tell me about this Ten of Pentacles. What is the collective heading towards? Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so it's something that you actually have been growing gradually. So it's, you know, that's what, okay, let me just pull out all the cards before I start yapping, right? Tell me about this Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about this Ten of Pentacles. Okay, tell me about this Ten of Pentacles. Oh, 2 cards. Okay, I'll take, it's something that you have been waiting on with the Three of Wands energy. Some of you, this could be an opportunity to travel, an opportunity that's coming from overseas. So I feel like this is something that you have been planting, right? Is also another thing. But however, how it's going to manifest, it's going to be very fast. So like I mentioned, Ten of Pentacles is normally slow, gradual, and, you know, it's building towards a legacy. And I feel like that's what you have been doing, whether it is on a conscious level or on a subconscious level. I feel like you guys have been planting, but this is very practical. So you have been planting the seeds, whether physically, emotionally, mentally, practically, whatever it is, you've been putting the work here with the Seven of Pentacles. So you have just been waiting for the harvest. Maybe it has taken some time, some of you 7 years, couple of years, but it has been a work in progress. Okay, Five of Swords talks about doing anything and everything to win, to accomplish anything. Why is this Five of Swords here? Is it the energy of the collective? Yeah, okay. Winning at all costs. So I feel like some of you have this air of winning at all costs, right? And I think this is the energy that is attracting this energy. So Five of Swords, like I mentioned, I feel like some of you had to remove certain energies and certain people in your life that maybe were playing mind games or playing head games. And okay, so what I'm getting is that if you are currently in this stage where you are eliminating people who are playing head games, playing mind games, you're kind of exposing them, is also another thing that I'm getting. If you are in this stage where you are exposing those type of energies, I don't know how it is in relation to that. Maybe this is some of the blockages that were there, like interacting with energies that were not necessarily good for you. I think you're overcoming that. You're defeating these energies that have been trying to win at all costs, that have been trying to play head games, play mind games. I think you're winning. You're winning at the end of the day, and that's the energy that I'm getting. Yeah, you are. Yeah, some of you, it's like there is going to be some sort of like new love offer also coming in. Yeah, this could be someone from your past with the Six of Cups here. If it's not your past, then it's someone that you are familiar with. But however, I am getting past energy. You are going to have a choice here to make in which direction that you want to head towards. Or this person is going to have a choice in which direction that they're going to have. But they are going to pick here. So I don't know why this is in relation to this Ten of Pentacles. Why is this in relation to this Ten of Pentacles? Like, why is this? Okay. Okay. Justice. Okay. Okay. So if you guys resonate with the whole divine counterpart dynamic, soulmate, soul ties dynamic, right? So I feel like how this is in relation to this Ten of Pentacles, right, is the fact that I feel like there was an opportunity for you and someone else to come together in some sort of union. However, I feel like it seems like a masculine energy, but it could be anyone. It's just being represented by someone here on a journey, on a path. who decided to choose another path. I feel like they chose another path here with the Page of Wands. This is someone who has a lot of love but maybe has a hard time showing. So it's not someone who necessarily wears a heart on their sleeves. They have a lot of love to give, but they're not very expressional. This is someone that you had a close relationship with. However, there was a redirection. There was a path and they chose a path. And I think because of that, there's something else or someone else coming in. What this path does this person choose? There's something, yeah, there were whoever this person was in two cross minds. Yeah, they chose the Lovers. They could have had a choice between you and someone else. They chose themselves. They basically chose an energy that was fulfilling to themselves. With the Nine of Cups here, it's maybe they saw something that was maybe better for them or whatever it is, but ultimately they chose themselves. This is for me my kind of like, I'm gonna do what is best for me, and I'm gonna put myself first, and I'm gonna do what I need to do for myself and whatever looks good on my end. So I feel like this is what this person did. So they chose a path. They could have been indecisive or didn't want to see their true essence. Their intuition was a bit closed off, because you can see the moon is like intuitive energy, and I feel like it was crossed off by the swords. So they weren't able to, they didn't make a decision from their intuition, but basically from what they had wanted to do. So you can say selfish gain, but it's what they wanted. You can't really shun someone from doing what it is that they want to do, right? However, it was a different path than this path that was being aligned for you guys, because I feel like this was a very deep connection. It was a gift from the divine with the Ace of Cups here, and the universe was watching to see if this was going to come into fruition. So however, it didn't. Someone chose a different direction. They were maybe foolish to say, they made a foolish decision, because the Fool's energy is here, doing things whimsically, like just without really thinking anything through, just jumping off the cliff and going for. Maybe they could have had their eye on someone else here with the Lover's energy, multiple people, another person. And I feel like they could have been operating, their intuition wasn't clear. With the King of Swords energy in the reverse, this is someone who doesn't have a clear state of mind, could be narcissistic in their own approach. And maybe that's why the selfish energy was there. So all about self, not being rooted in their intuition, in their mental capacity to, you know what's good, what's not good. So they were kind of distorted in that energy. So this is why this is essential. So I feel like some of you have you are aware of this, and that's why the Five of Swords is here. I think you have overcome it. If someone was coming between this dynamic, yeah, it's happening. And I feel like there's going to be a redirection. There's something else coming in your life. And so this, by the way, this is mirroring all the way in the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like because of you breaking through all these obstacles, I am being drawn to say that this wealth was meant to be shared between you and this soulmate energy, but everyone has free will. They were shown everything to make them realize what they were going to, what this end dynamic was, and it was deeper than just any super surface level. I'm being told they were shown everything that mirrored that this was a very deep connection, and they still chose not to encounter it, because one, their intuition was closed off, was blocked. Two, they were operating on a very narcissistic, very low vibrational with that King of Swords, not in the right headspace, basically. And so there's something coming in here. Ooh, I'm getting this energy. There are two people coming into your life, right? A King of Wands. Yeah, but I don't think you're gonna go for that. So yeah, because you're removing yourself from anything that is not right. This King of Wands is, yeah, they're not they're defeated. They're a wounded warrior. They need a lot of healing, and some of you are going to realize that. And they kind of have this air of like they're not the most transparent person, very immature, very sly, very sneaky, very almost having an objective. So you are not going to take that advance. So, but there is a King of Pentacles here as well. So let's see. Yeah, there's the Hierophant. So I feel like basically someone else is coming into your life, and it has to do with this King of Pentacles. Some of you, I'm getting this could be your energy, but I'm getting it is someone else here. This is a Hierophant. This is a very strong spiritual person. You are going to be getting into union. This could be potentially even your twin flame connection here. There is going to be union, marriage for some of you. This is someone who is very financially abundant. And how it is that you are going to recognize them is someone who is very grounded. Could be possibly an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. They could be at a distance here. Some of you, this is someone that you already have your eye on at a distance. Yeah, they're waiting at the shore, or you're waiting at the shore. You're waiting for them. They will be arriving. Yeah, I feel like you're leaving. Some of you had two options that you were juggling, or two pathways. I feel like you're leaving that behind to be able to take you're taking your own path. You're creating your own path. That's the energy that I'm getting. You're not taking what you're given, and that is amazing, and I love that. You're not taking what you're given. You're demanding what you want. And that is why the Chariot energy is here. It's like, you know, and that's the thing, the universe is never on a budget, so ask and you shall receive, right? That's what they said. So I think that's what it is that you're doing. You're not taking what you are being given. You are demanding what you want, and you are going for what you want in your own way, you know. And I feel like it has been waiting for you on the other side. It's just been waiting for you to tap into this energy. So I feel like you're leaving the mind games, the head games, people who are uncertain, people who are unsure, people who had ill will, people who are cocky, people who couldn't recognize what the dynamics were because of, you know, maybe some sort of distraction, selfish ways, selfish energy, and you're just leaving that alone. I feel like you're defeating that. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna do me. Don't play with me. And that's what's happening. There's someone else coming in here. So Knight of Wands. This is all in entangled. Yeah, the World card. Yeah, I feel like you're leaving something behind. Yes, yes. Some of you could be traveling. Some of you could be traveling here. And what you need to do is get out of your comfort zone. So some of you, if you are still stuck in dynamics where you're still holding on to certain people, certain things, because maybe you are fond of them, you are emotionally attached to them, or you feel like there could be something there. I feel like this is something that is keeping you, one, in your comfort zone, and one, also keeping you stuck. So you need to be able to free yourself from that. I'm being told to mention this, like, go with people's actions, what they are mirroring to you via actions, not what they are saying, not how you even feel about them, not what you even think about them, what you even intuitively feel about them. Because some of you are very spiritual here, very intuitive. So when you encounter people and you know that they are part of your soul group, you tend to hold on to them and have faith in them and want them to be part of your journey and want them to, you know, because you have that deep feeling and that deep intuition. However, you're being told right now, this is what is keeping you stuck. This is what is even ripping you from your financial abundance. You are losing money. You are losing stability because of this energy, operating so much from your heart space and having faith and hope in people that are not mirroring you that energy in a physical sense, in like their actions, what I mean, right? So this is what is keeping you trapped. However, I see you walking away. Yeah, you're going to be taking new initiatives. Some of you, it's a passionate new endeavor that you're going to be embarking on with a World card here. Yeah, this is something that is going to be very amazing for you. And it's going to require you leaving people that no longer serve you behind. That is it. Literally, that is it. Yeah, and it's going to make you stand into your power. Some of you are going to be moving, traveling, creating like a life that is just going to be fast forward to the point that you're even going to be shocked. And that's why I was telling you, like, it feels like an overnight thing. However, it's like it's seeds that you have kind of been planting. So maybe some of you have been accumulating all these gems, like slowly by slowly, and it's just now come full force, full throttle. Everything now is coming out, and you are recognizing what serves you and what no longer serves you. And I feel like you are in this energy of almost winning at all costs. Whoever needs to go, gotta go. Whoever needs to stay, then they need to stay. And I feel like that's the energy. You are the Five of Swords. So anyone who was mirroring this energy, you're taking your power back from them. You're like, oh, you're playing mind games? Let me collect that sword. And that's kind of what I'm getting. Let me collect that sword. Let me collect that sword that you're telling. Let me take it. And I think this is an energy that is going to advance you, make you move forward. Because I'm telling you, like, this world was already there. It was just waiting on you to realize your worth and eliminate anyone that isn't ready or mirroring that energy to you in their actions. Not how you feel, not how you feel about them, not how you think this could go, not how you think how things would pan out if they're your soulmate, they're in your soul group, they're in your whatever the hell is. If they're not mirroring you as an assertive energy, then they need to go. They need to go. They need to go. And I feel like you are taking that power. You're no longer playing mind games with yourself as well. That's the energy I'm getting. You're not playing with yourself. And that's amazing because it's a new dawn, a new day. Like, you are going to be at your most powerful energy. You don't even see it coming. You just need to trust your instincts, trust your intuition, and leave anything that no longer serves you and go. This path, you leaving everything behind, is going to be scary because you don't know what lies ahead. But I can tell you right now for a fact, what lies ahead is something that you cannot even comprehend. You cannot. Let me get an oracle for you guys. Let me get a moonology. This is something you cannot comprehend. It had to take this. You have to, no one can go with you where you need to go. Your dreams need a practical plan, right? This is full moon in Taurus. Okay, so what is this thing? Sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical. You know? And sometimes you need to find a combination of the two. This card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the laws of attraction to draw in what you want by imagining it, expecting it, and welcoming it. But you need to balance that with taking down to earth steps towards your goal. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list or bullet points about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, this card heralds a change of financial fortunes, depending on both your past actions and what you've been expecting and therefore attracting. Okay? So I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm just going to read intuitively. And that's literally what I was talking about. It's not about what you feel with people, with dynamics. It's about literally, if one thing makes sense, then that's what you should go for. In a practical sense, in a more down to earth, like the card says, in a more Taurus energy, like the bull, like going for what you want, being stubborn, being relentless in achieving what it is that you want. And with that, the first part of it is eliminating what it is that you don't want. Knowing what you want is eliminating what it is that you don't want. It starts there. And then from there, you take one step towards now what it is that you want. Okay, so that is all I have for you, collective. I wish you well. What is coming to you guys is amazing. If you want a personal readings, my details are going to be down in the description below. I wish you well. To take care. Bye.